Hello, my name is Leslie, and what I'm going to give to you today is dinner in 30 minutes, and it's going to be a wonderful Italian vegetable soup. So I'm going to give you a few little pointers on how to make sure all the vegetables are done at the right time. So we're going to start out with our water, and we're going to put this to boil right away. If I was over there on my stove, I'd turn it on high, and then we're going to add my chicken bouillon. And I wanted to show you a quick way to make your chicken bouillon so that it's not all in a cube. One time I made dinner and a big chunk of bouillon ended up in my husband's bowl. He wasn't too happy. So now I crush the bouillon every time. So there's 6 cups of water and 6 chicken bouillon in there. And we have a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garlic granules, a teaspoon of sugar, and that sugar is just to cut the acid on the tomatoes, and then 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Let's add that at the end though. And then we have a can of diced tomatoes. And we just have that all heating up on our stovetop, and meanwhile what we would do is we would cook our chicken. This one over here has already been cooked and diced, but I just wanted to show you what I do to get my chicken done. It can be done in about 20 minutes. So on my stovetop, I just put a little oil on and a little oil on the top. And with this recipe, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of cumin. And I would go ahead and sprinkle both sides. Use my other hand since I touched the chicken. And then a little salt, and a little pepper, and then I just turn that every once in a while for about 20 minutes, and it's going to be done and beautiful like this one right here. This one we're going to add at the very end. So what we would do is we'd bring this to a boil. We'd set our timer for 5 minutes. Come to a boil, and then we'd add our potatoes that we've chopped all pretty to the size that we just like them. And then we're going to set the timer again for 5 minutes. We're going to let it boil for 5 minutes, and while we're letting this boil for 5 minutes, we're chopping up our carrots. And once that 5 minutes has gone by, we're going to add our carrots and let that go for 5 minutes. And while we're letting this boil for 5 minutes, we're chopping up our onion and our bell pepper. Oh, by the way, that was 3 potatoes and 4 carrots. And this is 2 onions here, and about 3 baby bell peppers. You could use a whole big one if you wanted, the sweet ones. And we're going to let that cook for 5 more minutes. So each is like, it's 5 minutes of boiling, you add the next one 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes. And when this 5 minutes has gone by, then we're going to add the celery for 5 minutes. And that way, celery only needs 5 minutes to cook. The onions and the bell pepper only need 10. The carrots need 15, and the potatoes need 20. So it all ends up perfect. And then this has been cooking for 20 minutes. And then you add in the 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning at the end. And we add in this chicken breast. If you want to just keep it vegetable, you can keep the chicken out. If you want to add a little chicken goodness to this soup, and then you just heat this up. This one, since I just did this for a demonstration, I'm going to put it on low and just let it go till dinner time, and it will be lovely. But if you're cooking dinner and you want it in a half an hour, oh, you can have all the vegetables cooked to perfection in such a short time. And everybody is gonna love dinner. They're gonna love all these vegetables, and that's delicious. Thank you for joining, and enjoy your dinner. Thank you.